Being willing to admit your mistakes. How many of you have parents that are never wrong? Yeah, I do. I have a few of those. So, sometimes like when he was real small, I felt so stressed out, and I'd be like, "Shut up! I just want you to leave me alone." He's like, lying there crying, and I'm like, "Just shut up for a minute." And that's okay. I'm not a horrible person because I resent my kid, or I'm doing this on my own. I'm tired, sleep deprived. Probably I need a sandwich, and so anyway, after I would like take a minute and punch a wall and swear and yell, I would come back to him. He's like 6 months old at this point. He doesn't speak English, right? But I'd be like, "Dude, I'm sorry. I needed a sandwich. I needed a nap. I feel bad, and I was being an asshole." And if I am just, by the way, the other day I was like, "Fuck," and he's like, "Fuck." Whoops. So being willing to admit your mistakes anyway. Avoid nagging and threats. Threatening your kids, then turns out you gotta follow through with that. And when you realize maybe you might be wrong, then you gotta go back to the last one, being willing to admit your mistakes. Nagging and threats, they don't care. A reason, that works. Nagging and threats, not so much. Sure, it makes them passive and followers, but do you want a passive follower? I don't. I know I'm gonna regret this when he's 15, right? Don't make a big fuss over little things, learning when to fight your battles with kids. Sticking to routines, like I said, that it keeps them grounded and safe, Getting to the root of the problem. Really checking in with yourself and finding out, like, why am I so frustrated? Somebody was like, when you're screaming at him to leave you alone, what is it that you're afraid of? What do you want? And I was like, I think I'm afraid that I'm never gonna be alone again. I'm never gonna just have a minute to sit down and chill and not have somebody wanting shit from me. It's probably true. But if I admit my fear, if I get to the root of the problem, if I get to the root of the problem with him, myself, then I'm able to come at a situation with more honesty. Think of your child as an equal. If you want to leave a party, do you say to your friend, "All right, 5 minutes and I'm out of here," and then you walk out being like, bye, see you? No, right? You say like, "Hey, check it out, I want to go soon. Let's talk about it." You don't need to talk about it too much. But really talking to them as though they're an equal, like using the real language that you want them to know and not that like baby talk stuff, trusting them to understand what the fuck you're talking about. They know what you're saying, Not giving manipulative praise, and don't focus on blame or fear. Yes. So that's my lecture portion. Thanks you guys for listening to me so much, but how are we doing on time? Does anybody know? What I kind of want to do is really hear from you guys. Like, what are some of the things that you heard me say that really ring true for you, that you want to build on? What are some things that you were like, actually, that's not the way, that's not possible, that's bullshit? Or I'd also like to hear, well, here are my struggles when I'm dealing with kids. Like, here's what's hard for me, here's what comes up. One thing is, like, we are not going to be perfect 100% of the time. Like I say, like, I definitely yell at my kid and tell him, "Shut up and leave me alone." I'll tell you what, though, I'm taking that class at the Center for Nonviolent Education and Parenting, and it is super helpful. I have flyers and shit and stuff that I'll pass out, but it's really helpful to find support. So for those of you that are parents, find other parents like you. I know that I'm sort of like, I can't go on a regular play date where those people are going to look at me and be like, this, anyway. I'm going to judge myself the way I think that they're judging me. They probably aren't, but really getting support, asking for help. As parents, we get super tired. We get really burnt out, and we need help. And we also need to trust people that don't have kids. So with that, I want to open it up, and I guess maybe we'll pass this around if possible. And but I just like stand up, raise your hand. Yes. Okay.
I understand your comment about peeing standing up.
Oh, about peeing standing up. just, I wonder, do I need to teach my child who's a boy how to pee standing up? Do I need to teach him that? I don't know.
Can I comment?
Yeah, we can all have, I don't know. I don't know that I need to teach him that. I don't know how to do it. Why do I don't need to teach him that? But Abram wants to comment on it.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to comment on that because I think it has a lot to do with gender and the hierarchy and all that, and just like identifying themselves as, like, people tend to think that, oh, peeing standing up is identifying you as being a male. And I think bottom line, it comes down to convenience. I mean, me as a male, I find it more convenient to just zip down and do what I gotta do, you know? Yeah, because I'm standing up. But, well, I think that if I felt really lazy, I wouldn't have a problem sitting down and peeing.
Give me. Okay, anyway, we only have 5 minutes. I don't want to talk about whether or not it's natural for dudes to pee standing up. I don't give a fuck about any of you, but exactly. So really, I'm sorry. I'm just saying that, like, questioning what, right. So just questioning what's normal or natural, what do I need to teach my kid about what it means to be a man, is really, like, I just want to think about it. Hi. But can we also talk about other stuff, because we only have 5 minutes. Hi.
I want to announce
My question is like to the parents. I'm a vegan, and I don't know if I ever had children. If I want to raise my child vegan, I want to give them the option, but I also feel like it's the healthier choice for my child. So I don't know if I would raise them vegan or give them the choice later, or let them do what they want from the start, or I'm not really sure. What's your opinion on that?
This is only my opinion, but I think that I would raise them eating the way that I eat, with the understanding that I love my kid no matter what, and they're welcome to eat what they want. And as they get older, they'll articulate what they want, you know? Do you want to say something?